are the most prevalent kind of crimes in Gardena? Are there?
Well, I think. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Mostly property crimes, like most communities. Property crimes are the most, the ones that occur the most. The auto burglaries are a big one. The just petty thefts are a big one. Those are kind of things. Now, we obviously have our fair share of robberies and violent crime, but considering where we're at geographically, we do an exceptional job. But property crimes are the main problem in our community.
Is crime in Gardena different from any other cities in LA County, or are there any crimes that are unique to Gardena?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. I think where we're situated geographically makes it a very difficult and unique city to police. We share an entire border with LAPD, South LA, and there are some significant challenges in that part of Los Angeles. Crime, it's a high crime area. There's economically, it's certainly not as viable as Gardena is. So the first city that you come to really that has a lot of things going for it is Gardena. Well, what does that really mean? That means there's a lot of opportunity to commit crimes. There's people here who still have really nice houses. There's a lot, there's still a lot of investment in the community here. There's a lot of businesses, and if you were to come into our town, there's a lot of opportunity for those people who want to do bad things. So as a result, we really have to focus on our border, especially our eastern border. Recently, I was doing some analysis, and about 75% of our crime occurs east of Western, and that's obviously a challenge because we have to pay attention to our borders because we are sort of a filter, for the greater South Bay, Torrance, Redondo Beach, Hermosa, Manhattan Beach, El Segundo. If you're coming off the 110 freeway, you're going to go through Gardena to eventually get down to those communities. So we provide the sort of a level of filtration from the criminal element. Not that only the criminal element comes from the east side, but it's just our history says it does. So we have to be very careful and cognizant of making sure we place a lot of effort on watching our borders.
Is there an overall strategy for policing the city of Gardena?
There absolutely is, and I think we have one of probably the most innovative strategies, I'd like to think, in California, if not the country. We have a program, it's a strategy called GCARS, and it stands for Gardena Crime Accountability and Reduction Strategy. It's something that I started to implement when I became a captain, and it takes a lot of different aspects. One of it is obviously our patrolling strategies and our real-time information gathering and collection and dissemination, very similar to that ComStat model that Bratton has institutionalized in LAPD and did it in New York. It's a version of that, but we kind of tailored it for Gardena. We're getting real-time information to our officers, and they're using that to readjust how they patrol. We also have a very active, what we call e-policing system. Like, for instance, if you were to get on our website, you can access all those stats, look at what's going on in your community. You can report suspicious behavior. You can file a police report online. You can provide feedback to us online. We also have an alert notification system where something's going on in your community. We're going to send that part of the community an alert via email or text to say, hey, this is going on, be on the lookout for that. So we're really doing that to partner up with the community, let them know what's going on. We implemented a district policing program. Our city is broken up in 3 distinct areas where each of it has its own regional commander. It's their miniature chief of police for their region. And then we have officers specifically assigned to those regions. All of those things are making a difference and I need to add one other part of that, is really our focus on community interaction and involvement. We have probably doubled the number of neighborhood meetings we've had this year as opposed to last year, and we want to do that for the next couple years. I went to a meeting last night, in fact. I had 40 people there, and it's a community that when we've had meetings there before in the past, maybe we've had 5 or 10 people. they're making a difference because they're calling in on suspicious circumstances. We're making good cases. They're being part of the solution with us. And as a result, our crime was significantly down last year, and we're hoping, in light of the rising crime rates around us, we're hoping to try to do the same thing this year. It's going to be more of a challenge, which means we require more participation from the community. But we have a strategy. It's working, and we need to continue to refine it.